Thank you, my friend. Hello, Megan. You know what I realized, Megan, now that I think about it, didn't we not sing to your father for his birthday? Didn't you have your father's birthday and we were going to sing to him last week? Good? Awesome. So there was no defense to it? Like what did he get for it? It was. Oh, he got time? Oh. Talking about when Caitlin Clark's stalker walked into the courtroom and just said, he got 2.5 years in prison? Wow. Is he? This, by the way, this is my daughter Kendall, guys. It's okay, 60. I was working during the Facebook live stream. Okay, that's what it was. Well, happy birthday to him. Please send him my well wishes, Megan.
When that article first came out, we kept saying that was my coworker.
Bill Taylor here, Ken's 5 Digital Center on a Friday night. Blessings to you and yours. Hope God's peace is finding you where you are right now. Hope you're having an awesome night. And it is an awesome night. I don't know if you've been outside, but it is fabulous out there. You know, it's early mornings and late nights that are going to be the best. We're still going to be heating up in the afternoon, feeling like summer for a few hours. But all in all, this drier air is definitely more comfortable. All right, first things first, tomorrow, Saturday, the Rooted in Texas plant giveaway. This is something the Edwards Aquifer Authority does every once in a while. It's a drive-through plant giveaway. You don't even have to get out of the car. You pull up and they'll hand you a Texas native plant free of charge. Only while supplies last, and they're going to begin at 9 a.m. So I would really suggest getting there by 8 or 8:30 at the latest and getting online. And this is going to be, or is it inline? This is a debate I've had before. New Jersey people, I don't know what it is, but we've always said online. You get online. And no, the proper way is you get in a line. You're in line for something. And of course, we were saying this long before there was even computers and there was anything, such thing as online, you know. So anyway, Edwards Aquifer Authority plant giveaway tomorrow morning starting at 9 a.m. And this is at their Aquifer Authority main office on East Quincy. So again, it starts at 9, and while supplies last, you won't be guaranteed a plant unless you're there early enough. And I know they're going to get all of them handed out. They always do. So, Rooted in Texas, a little Texas native plant, good stuff. 14 on the 2nd. That's a great day for a birthday, October 2nd, I will say. Let's see what we've got. Okay. 81 at Randolph, 84 at Stinson, Calaveras. 68 in Bernie already. 68 already in Bernie. So that's definitely going to be, maybe, I would definitely say a 61, maybe 62 tomorrow morning. Oh boy, waking up in Bernie is going to feel really good tomorrow morning. Really good. Lee says inline. Okay. Hi, Megan. Cotulla, what's going on in Cotulla tonight, Diana? Good to see you. Hey, Hanak, good evening. Up at the Cap City, huh? Have fun. 66. I know, it felt so good, and that's the thing. I'm doing good, Lise. Thank you very much. Hope you're doing well. It's the drier air that makes all the difference. But again, as you can see right here, dry air loves heating up. you can hold a lot more heat in drier air. So we should be stopping around 88. So 91's not too bad, not heat wave above average. 88 the high Bernie, only 86 at Rock Springs, 87 Fredericksburg. Really nice stuff, really nice stuff. Speaking of, let's take a look at overnight tonight and overnight Saturday night, because these are going to be the temperatures that are going to be so nice. So tomorrow morning, it's going to be, look at this, model says 66 Bernie. I think if it's 68 now, it's definitely going to be lower than 66. I would say about 61 or 62, 58 or 59 for Kerrville, Fredericksburg. I mean, just a fabulous morning. And again, with the drier air, even though that's not a chill, you know, you got to get down to about 50 before you're getting a coat, right? It's going to just feel more comfortable because the air is so dry. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll warm up to the low 90s again, maybe 93, 92 or 93 tomorrow. Hill country stays in the 80s. And then look at Sunday morning. Sunday morning gets even cooler. Kerrville could get as cool as 55. And if the model's saying that for Kerrville, keep in mind that some low-lying spots of Kerr, Gillespie, even Kendall counties, 52, 53, definitely reachable. We'll be at 63. Sunday morning's going to feel really good in San Antonio, really good. And then Sunday afternoon, right back up to about 90, because again, that big swing with drier air. Lise, come on, sleeping until noon, so you're going to miss it. You're going to wake up, it's already going to be warm. Hi, Marcy. Oh, bless you too, Jerry. Thank you so much, my man. So here's the humidity forecast. We look at the dew point temperature and where it's going to be over the weekend, and that is 50s. It's going to be lower 50s, I mean, really nice, and then 40s next week. And then the dew points, look at this, go off the chart, literally, next week. This time next week, and we're in the 30s on dew points, and that means a reinforcing shot, obviously, of drier air coming in next week. So the mornings are going to feel fantastic to begin October. Hey, Marcy, good to see you. Yeah, no real big changes, because when we get like this, let me show you the upper level pattern. High pressure is built in. There is going to be a little disturbance that could slide in our direction. See the low back out to the west right there? See it over Southern California? So why it just kind of sits still, but then it opens up. It doesn't really move east and hold together, and the high is right on top of us. Now, one thing about this blocking high, I'll call it, you see the two systems in the Atlantic, okay? So if you look on the right side of your screen, you see the high pressure, that's the Bermuda high, that'll steer a lot of those Atlantic storms. Well, the one directly below the Bermuda high, that's Umberto. And that's going to be a violent storm for Bermuda. I mean, it's going to be a Cat 3 or Cat 4, and I'll show you in a second. It's going to be with Bermuda on the right side of it, which is the bad side of a hurricane. You don't want to be on the right side, the upper right-hand quadrant. If you look at it in 4 quadrants, you've got the upper right box is the worst spot. That gets the worst weather, the highest winds, the highest storm surge, and that's where Bermuda is going to live when it comes to Umberto. The storm to its left, on the coast of South Carolina, that's going to be landfall on what at that point should be Imelda. That's going to be the next named storm, and there's like a 90% chance that we get Imelda out of that system, and it's going to hit South Carolina. Going to be a lot of rain in South Carolina. In fact, they're expecting a lot of rain already this weekend. Look at that. You can already see it. There's Monday. Look at the showers on the coast already. Not in association with this tropical system, just a good amount of tropical moisture, but it's not directly associated with Imelda. So they're going to have a lot of rain in South Carolina. So you see our high drifting south, but still in the neighborhood, I'll call it. And so we don't expect to change anytime soon. As we roll into the first few days of October, weather's going to stay pretty stagnant, pretty quiet, pretty mundane. All right, let's talk about the tropics. Hey, Brian, I hear that dogs bark about 250 times a day, but that's just a rough estimate. Yes! That's awesome. That's a good one. You hear that one?
That's funny.
Right?
I get it now.
It took you a second, didn't it? Yeah, it did. That's a good one. Way to go, Brian coming in. We don't have David here tonight, so Brian picking up the slack, filling the void. Way to go, Brian. Good to see you, brother. Hope everything's good. Hope to see you Sunday, my man. Angela, good to see you. Hey, Anastasia. Hey, Jason. Luling. Oh, I love Luling. Come on. That was the first Buc-ee's in the area, so it was a must-stop. Many road trips. And it was always so tough because we would always be driving, when the girls were little, and we would be driving to Louisiana to visit family. Luling was like, we're just getting on the road. We're just getting going, and we're going to stop. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not one of those that I want to make great time, and we got to go, let's hurry. I'm like, what? When you have 4 ladies in the car, you can't be that way. I mean, we're going to be stopping, and that's okay. So anyway, I've just never been that way anyway. So when we're driving, and we're not, but 40 minutes outside of San Antonio already stopping, you know, because it's Buc-ee's. I mean, you had to stop at Buc-ee's. There's Dave. David is here. See? Okay, David. Brian put down the gauntlet, and he put the bar pretty high. That was a good one. But here comes David. Did you hear about the monkeys who shared an Amazon account? They were prime mates. They were prime mates. I like it. I like it, David. Good stuff. All right. So here's the satellite imagery. This is infrared, so where you see the brighter reds and the burgundy, even it almost looks black in a way, right? I mean, it's really dark. Those are the highest, coldest cloud tops. That's how it's being measured by temperature. And so when you get those turquoise and yellows, those are lower, warmer clouds, okay? So remember that the taller the storm, the colder the cloud top, because it's higher in the atmosphere. So right now, Umberto's a Cat 1 with winds of 115, moving west-northwest, hardly moving at 5 miles an hour. I like to watch the pressure. That's always the key number, 962 millibars. That is definitely strengthening. It's in a very conducive environment to get much stronger. In fact, let's take a look. Now, also on this map, you're going to see just off the eastern coast of Cuba what will be melded by probably tomorrow night. I think Sunday at the latest, we will have our next named storm. So let's watch them both. Here's the forecast track on both of them. And you now see what I was talking about with Umberto. Cat 4 tomorrow and over the weekend. And then weakening, again, forecast to weaken to a Category 3 as it comes alongside Bermuda. And again, Bermuda's on the right side of it, and that's going to mean some pretty serious weather for Bermuda. It won't be a direct hit, so it won't be as bad as it would if the storm was closer. At least it's far enough west that it won't be a direct impact on the island. But either way, it's going to be some pretty serious weather. Then South Carolina is going to get clobbered. This is going to be bad. This is going to be a lot of flooding rains in South Carolina. It's going to be a Category 1. You can see a tropical storm through the Keys, and then it's going to miss the eastern coast of Florida and just go straight. The steering currents take it into South Carolina early part of next week, probably looking at Tuesday. Now, early indication is that it becomes a Category 1 hurricane before landfall, but what we'll pray for and what does typically happen is it weakens before landfall because the water gets more shallow. And remember that as you're kind of going up like this on the sea floor, it's coming up, and so the storm encounters a lot more friction closer to the coast, and that'll typically weaken it. So as it's hitting South Carolina, we're hoping that it goes down to a tropical storm, but even with that status, it's going to mean a lot of rain, a lot of rain. Jason Rios, yes sir. Brianna, 1,500 days in a drought. That's the word. What? Where'd you get that? What? For who? And then, oh, blessings to you too, Anna. Bolverdi blessings. Those are some of the best ones. Thank you so much. Kendall, why didn't the Mellons run away and get married? They can't. That's a really good one. Oh, yes. That's a really good one, Kendall. They can't elope. Oh, Luke's not here. David, did you hear that one?
I appreciate it.
That's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. I like that one. So, yeah, like I say, Imelda, southeastern coast. We'll be watching. We'll be watching. All right. Oh, before we do 14-day, let's do pollen. This is what you're feeling today. If your allergies were hitting, it was definitely molds and ragweed, both elevated into some pretty serious moderate reads, okay? I say that they're not heavy, but when they're both climbing and they're, again, both high end of moderate, you know, molds, I think once you get to 1,000, it's heavy. I'm not sure what the cutoff is for ragweed. The numbers are different for everybody. Like if molds were 120, that would be light. But for ragweed, that's a moderate count. And so this is definitely what you're feeling. I mean, it was a lot higher than yesterday. It's been, in fact, a lot higher than it's been all week long. It was a, you know, definite increase in our pollens. All right, now to the Ken's 5 exclusive 14-day forecast, my friends, and you are my friends. The final days of September, and we open up with the first weekend of fall. 93 tomorrow, 91 Sunday. So Sunday could be a few, obviously, degrees lower, and that's what I'm going to do on that low as well. Let's take that down for Sunday morning. Autumn, what's no? What are we knowing? And are you any relation to Ted? I know you probably get that a lot, Autumn, but I have to know if you got a little cat scratch fever. All right, we'll go 65 is what I'm going with for Sunday. Skies will be clear, so we get what's called radiational cooling. Let's do 67 Monday. So radiational cooling, when the skies are clear, when temperatures are escaping from the surface, rising air overnight, a lot of times when there's clouds, those temperatures are kind of held in because not as much will escape out with the cloud cover. And so your temperatures stay a little bit warmer. When the skies are clear, it's called radiational cooling. So the radiation of those temperatures up will be a lot more effective and happen a lot more, a tremendous amount more, when the skies are clear. And so you get cooler. Hey, Diane, Marcy, you too. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much and be blessed. So a few more clouds on Monday and Tuesday, and then we go into the first few days of October and we get hotter. 93 to 94 on October 2nd. October 3rd is a Friday, 93. And we get some 80s heading into the second week of October. And the first chance of rain in our 10th month will come the first weekend of October. It's going to be a 20% chance on Saturday, Sunday, the 4th and 5th. David wonders what Facebook employees do to waste their time at work. That's a good point, right? Yeah. That's a good point. I actually saw a story. I have to read this to you. This was a real story, but it reminds me of some of the dad jokes we tell. And I sent it to my wife, who is a former paralegal and now a realtor. So I'm going to look at where I sent it to her. So this gentleman, listen to this. This guy who was a prisoner, he died medically, okay, and they brought him back. You know, you hear about those stories all the time. Like, we lost him for a few minutes on the table, but he was resuscitated or whatever happened, and he was brought back to life. That happened to this prisoner, right? And so now he's arguing in court that his life sentence technically ended. He's kind of got a point. Fair. I mean, I want to see what the court might do with that story. That's a really interesting case, right? I mean, think about it. All right. God is good all the time, Tico, all the time. Praise God. So yeah, guys, that's going to wrap things up on this Friday night. It's 9:38. It's time to get ready. We got an exciting Friday night of football action, as always. Nobody does it better than Nate Ryan, I promise you. He's very excited. He was doing push-ups when I saw him about 10 minutes ago. Now he's running laps around the building. He gets pumped up. But yeah, no, Friday night football highlights. They're going to be fantastic. A lot of fun. And then don't forget Texas football now. You can, on Ken's 5 Plus, you can watch statewide Friday night football action. So you can see how the teams in Austin, Houston, Dallas, the teams that we will face later in the playoffs, our San Antonio teams will square off against some of those, powerhouse teams, and you can get a look at what they're doing already during the season. It's really popular. One of our most popular Ken's 5 Plus shows is Texas Football Now. It's really good stuff. Hey, Luke, you're back. I wanted to ask you a quick question, if you didn't mind.
A quick question or a long one?
No, it's a quick one.
Okay.
Why didn't the Mellons run away and get married?
It was too watery.
No, they cantaloupe.
Dang.
Come on, somebody. Talk to me. Talk to me.
That's money, right?
That's money. That's money. You know it is.
Dang, that's the best one that we've had in a while.
It is. It is.
They've been
See that?
sliding.
And it was Kendall's.
Really?
Come on, bro.
Oh, I
Look.
thought it was David.
No, she came in hard. Because Brian,
Oh, you typed it in the comments?
yeah, she showed up in my comments live. It was first a buddy of mine, Brian from church. Hope to see you Sunday at Gateway Fellowship, my man. And he came in with a good one. Then David followed up with one. And then Kendall brings it home, takes it to the house.
Okay, be honest. Did you Google or ask ChatGPT?
Uh-oh.
No, I will say I found it like 2 months ago on Twitter.
Okay, okay. That's fair.
And I
I love y'all. We'll see you guys at 10. Have a blessed weekend.
Yes,